So guys, the first power we're going to be reviewing is the smoke power. And the best thing about this power is it's really easy to dodge the enemy attacks because you can smoke dash basically unlimitedly. And every time you smoke, the enemies can't really hit you. So a decent way to just get out of some bad situations is just to smoke dash out of the way like I'm doing right now. Just kind of going back and forth. And then you just kind of finish them off with your attacks. Um, The worst thing about this power, though, is if you get stuck in a really big group of enemies, no matter how much you smoke dash, a few attacks are still always going to hit you. So you don't want to end up in this situation like I am right now. I'm in this enemy base, and just a ton of DUP guys are shooting at me at the same time. And there's really nothing I can do, so I just kind of get owned. I like managed to kill like two guys, but then I just die right here. Coming up. Yep, coming soon. Eventually. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm dead. Um, the how to use this power, you usually just want to try and separate your enemies out as much as possible. Just like focus on one target at once. See, like I let that guy go up on the roof first because I know he's not going to do much damage against me. And so I just finish off this guy first. And then the other guy starts shooting at me, so I focus on him. I let him jump down towards me so I can get him at a closer range because I'm not very effective at long range with the smoke power. And because he went on top of there, I can't really see him, so I just have to wait. And eventually he jumps down like right here, and I use my charge attack, which is like the main thing about smoke that you want to use is your charge attacks. And he actually ends up flying himself after he's dead. The most interesting thing about this power though is how many freaking teleport vents there are. Basically, to use vents, you just smoke dash into them, and they teleport you to the end of them. But there is just like a ridiculousness amount of vents on this map where it's just not even realistic to the game. It's just like that's one of the best things about this power too is evasion. Like if you're stuck in a bad situation, there's usually a vent at least 2 feet away from you. You can just dash it and get away. So yeah, that'll about wrap it up for smoke. Just finish off this clip, dash in a few more vents. And next we're gonna be moving on to neon, which is the next power you get.
Surprise Asian!
Neon power, the best thing is subduing your enemies. You just shoot the little blue targets in their feet, or if you're playing the villain mode, shoot them in the head. But the worst thing about it is if you get caught at close range like I am right now, your missiles are completely ineffective because they have no splash damage. But the way you really want to use this is you just want to work at long range and try to hit the little targets on their feet. And it's kind of hard because I'm at really, really long range right now, but I do end up getting a few people. But I have this nice thing. It's if you're playing the hero mode, you actually get this power. You can slow down time when you aim in, and that helps a lot when you're trying to get enemies at long range. You need to aim carefully at their feet because it doesn't slow down your aiming sensitivity, but it does slow down time. So like when that guy jumped away from me on that building, I was able to get his feet pretty well. The best thing about the most interesting thing about this power is this radiant sweep ability. It's if you get a good karma streak, which is like 5 subdues, you get to unleash one of these, which basically you pick up every enemy in your vicinity and just sweep them with this thing, and it absolutely kills them. As you can see, like everything's just video power. The best thing about it is these stealth attacks you can do. You literally just go invisible and subdue your enemies if you're playing the hero mode. And it's really pretty easy. You just go behind some cover and you just subdue them. But like it's kind of hard with bosses because it doesn't let you subdue them instantly, so you have to whack them a few times like I do here. And there we go. Then I can subdue him. And I have to get behind some cover. That's really the best thing about this power, but it can backfire. Like I'm able to subdue like one more guy because he was trying to snipe me. No, but it can backfire. Like this guy right here, I'm too close to him, so I can't go invisible. And if you're too close to enemies, your invisibility radius actually hits them, and you can't go invisible. So if you're stuck at close range, you just have to hope your sword, which gets blocked a lot like here, I just die because my sword can't get people at long range. And the most interesting thing about this power is I just die so much with it. But yeah, and there's another death. The best thing about the concrete power is it's so easy when you're in just fighting situations to like not die. Like when you're running in this rock mode, you can't take damage, which is the best thing ever. Your melee is literally a ground pound every time, setting those enemies flying like I just did. You get a rock shrapnel burst, which just obliterates enemies. You get those things, which blow up helicopters. Like here, I shoot that, it blows up an APC in one shot. This power is just amazing. So I take out a few guys over here. That's how I really want to use this power, is just go Juggernaut mode, because you usually do not die with it unless you're surrounded by like 10 bosses at once. Which, if that happens to you, you're kind of dumb. But the one main downside about this power is it doesn't, when you get those karma streaks, like when you do a bunch of subdues or something, it doesn't matter for this power because there's no power like you're saving up for. Like for Neon, you have this thing, the Radiant Sweep, which I showed earlier, where you just lift up every enemy and kill them all. But for Concrete, you get nothing like that. It's just, so if you get like stuck by 10 bosses, like I said before, like you're kind of stuck. Like for Smoke, you get this epic thing, just slam down on enemies. And for Video, you summon the angels, but I didn't have footage of that, so sorry. But the most interesting thing about this power is when you're running in rock form, if you run into people, they go flying like that. So you can literally just go bowling down streets. Like that guy goes flying. I send a bunch of activists flying here, and here I'm playing on villain mode because I didn't want to get bad karma, like right there on my hero mode. Like here, send another lady flying. I actually hit her twice and kill her. But this guy goes flying. It's just so much fun just to run straight down streets and just send people flying off in random directions. So thanks for watching, guys. This was Mainstream Monthly, and this was Infamous. It was a really, really fun game. I think you guys should buy it. Definitely, if you have a PS4, just buy this game. It's so much fun. And next month, we're going to be playing, I think, Thief, which is an okay game. So, see you guys next month. This is Mainstream Monthly, and yeah. This is Nerds We Stand for You. Bye.